Morgan, she's like my best friend. I asked her like, what are some pros and cons? And she just went, all cons. They're all cons. Don't do it. Don't go to school. It's a trap.
Don't grow up. It's a trap.
My face is like so what the fuck? Dude, that's so right. How do you like look at the camera when you've just got these huge like lights?
It's like tits.
Just two big tits staring at you.
Glowing tits.
We're not gonna pay last year's rent. Sorry, I'm a Broadway.
I knew my rent was gonna be late.
Yeah, about a week ago. I worked my ass off. I just can't pay it though.
Don't know what
Ooh, look how good my boobs look. Alright, let me just adjust. Okay, can I just point out the fact that like your glasses don't reflect anything, but like I just have like these two orbs from these fucking lights
like right now, or else I'm fucked up the asshole. Hey guys!
Hi.
I'm here with Crystal.
That's it.
My first time seeing her since like August. She did come down for her commencement, but I was busy with her family and friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
I wasn't one of those friends. Hey, we're gonna be doing a very relevant themed video, and that's like the pros and cons of going to college or taking a year off. She's in college right now.
I am currently in my first year of college.
Yeah! I'm taking a year off, as you guys probably know. But we have this cute little list of pros and cons, and we're just gonna talk about them. So let's start off with college.
So one of the pros is definitely that I have a lot more freedom than I expected to have. It's really great being on your own, especially if you live away from your parents. So like I live off campus, or sorry, on campus. I live on campus in Sudbury, but my family, they all live in Oshawa, which is about a 4.5 to 5 hour drive,
It's so
away. So I live really far away, but I like it because then it gives me a whole new world to explore. So like,
I feel like it's a good and a bad thing, like being so far away from home, because it's like,
it's great because you get like this great sense of freedom, but like at the same time you're like, mommy.
A con is at the same time freedom. I feel like you just wouldn't know what to do with all of that freedom.
Yeah, I have so much spare time when I'm not in class. I have so much spare time,
It's
and
like,
I don't know what to do with it.
Do I eat? Do I sleep? Do I nap? Do I watch Netflix? Do I have sex? Like, I don't know what to do. And it's kind of the same thing like when you stay home, like whether you go back for a victory lap, well, if you go back for a victory lap, it's kind of like being in like high school again, but if you decide to like take an actual year off, it's kind of like, wow, I have all of this free time. I can go full-time at work or get a full-time job. Like, what am I supposed to do in my spare time? At least for me, like I had school cadets and work, so I always had something to do. And now that it's just like work and cadets, I kind of have like, if I have a day off, it's like I don't have anything to do that day. Especially if it's like a fucking Tuesday or something. It's like,
it's a random day in the week and like,
yeah,
you got nothing to do.
What do I even do with my time?
So another pro is definitely getting your shit done. It's great because you have, with all that free time between classes and stuff, you have a lot of time for homework and for socializing and picking up your life. If it's in the shitter. So like you have all this free time and it's so great to get all your stuff done. But also with all that free time and all that stuff you have to do, like the responsibility just kind of crowds your mind. And it's super overwhelming, and like 3/4 of the time, again, you're like, what do I do? How do I fix this? And you immediately call your mom and you're like, Mom!
Going to college like right after high school, it just kind of ensures that you like have a plan and you're like, I'm doing something. Because like one of the cons I'll get into later is like for staying home, like you probably heard, if you've ever considered taking a year off, you've probably heard the term, if you take a year off, you will never go back. Another pro about college that, even though I can't attest to this yet, is partying.
Partying!
If you are a party person.
Okay,
as most teenagers.
Partying is a pro and a con though.
Yeah.
Because it's great that you can party all the time and you can party on the weekends, and it's great because people usually have their own places. Yeah. So you can just like go wild.
And because you're in college, there's a lot, you befriend a lot of older people, so if you are underage,
you can just be like, hey, can you spot me? Like I have
pay you back.
Just
I'll suck your dick. Like, do what you want with my body.
But at the same time, because you're partying all the time, like I will totally attest to this. I partied a lot during my first semester. And stop that. But like I said, like because I partied so much in the first semester, I kind of stepped away from my schoolwork, which I shouldn't have done. Super.
Alcohol and coffee.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Money. Fuck. Money. So money again is a pro and a con. Reblog for the money cat. Get money in 2016.
Retweet this tweet or you'll have bad luck in money for 7 years.
Me.
Retweet this and you'll find $20 tomorrow.
I love it even more like on Tumblr when they do those and then just like a bunch of comments like down on the bottom like underneath the photo, like all the fucking people just going, I did not believe in this, but then I reblogged this and then like 24 hours later I found $50 on the ground, and it's like, that's great. And then someone else is like, well, I reblogged it and like the love of my life came up on a horse and fucking swept me off my feet and like took me to a castle in England and now I'm the queen of Genovia. Like, it's fucking amazing.
Honestly though, like that shit doesn't happen in real life. You're clearly just like self-promoting yourself. You're like,
bitch, what?
I do this for the follows. I do this for the views.
Do it for the vine. Do it for the vine. I keep getting off topic. What were we talking? Oh yeah, money.
Money.
So the pros and cons to having money. Obviously, con is you're gonna spend it, and because it was my first, especially because it was my first year, I fucking blew all my money in like a very short period of time.
Yeah, and then you're fucked for the rest of the semester.
Exactly, and it got to the point where I couldn't buy groceries for myself anymore. So I lived off granola bars, like the dollar granola bars, like boxes you can get at Walmart. I lived off of those for literally a month. A month of fucking granola bars.
I would get so sick of them. Oh my.
I don't like granola bars anymore.
Like, this is also why, like, when you're in high school, if you are like complaining about your parents like making you save money and shit, don't be that person.
Don't be that person.
Honestly, if your parents care enough to like try and force you to save money, you're gonna want that so bad in the future. Because when it comes to college and university, you're gonna want to have those habits. Like me, like $997 in debt on my credit card right now because give me that look.
I will give you that fucking look. Yeah.
But it's also, money is also a really good thing because
again, with that freedom that you have to spend your own money without having to like ask your parents, you get all this freedom and you can like buy whatever you want. So like,
yeah, it's kind of a good thing and a bad
thing. You can buy like, you can go shopping with your friends if you want.
Yeah, it makes you happy in the moment and then you realize that you
actually need it. But then like 2 days later you're like, I don't have any food.
Yeah, you realize you actually need it for like necessary things and then you're like, shit, I bought this $200 jacket and now I don't have money for groceries. It's my life right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if like the glare is gonna go away. Oh, no, it doesn't. See, like, what's with your glasses?
Maybe it's just my glasses. Oh, I think it's because I have anti-glare lenses.
What the hell?
Just because like,
it's not fair.
People's benefits. Okay. So another pro of college, even though I feel like I don't like have a place to talk about this because I'm not in college yet, but would be financial support from your parents. If you are one of those very lucky people, which
that get financial support
from your parents, which I feel like most parents are like just grateful that their kid is moving out and
yeah, so they're not bothering them anymore,
and they're actually going to college after high school instead of like staying home. But yeah, if you get financial support from your parents, or you just have like that moral support in general, it just kind of makes college a little bit easier. And then a last con for college is stress. You think stress in high school is bad?
It gets 20 times worse. And I'm only in college. Can you imagine people in university?
Oh my god. For those of you who don't know, if you're American, I think like our university is equivalent to your college. So when we're talking about college, we mean like community college.
Midterms alone were terrifying. I actually have friends that I was like, oh, it's totally a stereotype that people like lock themselves away when exam time comes around.
Oh no, it's not a stereotype. True. Oh, some people actually literally do nothing but study.
My friend Matt actually locked himself in his bedroom, like besides classes and to like pee, he literally lived in his room studying for the whole time that we had exams, which was like I think 2 weeks. And actually eventually once exams were over, I found him one day in the library and I was like, oh my god, like how have you been? And he was just dead.
Now we're gonna move on to taking your off. First pro is probably one of like the most obvious, but with taking that year off or going back for a victory lap, you kind of have more time to figure out what it is you want to do in college or university, and you also, next bullet point, you have more time to save money. You can get a full-time job, or you can, you know, if you take an actual victory lap and go back for high school, you have the part-time job, so you have more time to save up money, so you don't have to rely on OSAP as much, which is a very big pro and con.
And for those of you who don't know what OSAP is,
it's money from the government that you only have to pay back $7,000 of per year.
Yeah.
So if you get like,
it's a great help. It's basically loaning. They're loaning you money, which is amazing.
So you don't have to rely on OSAP as much because you still have to pay that shit back. Like I said, you have more time to save up money, so you're not relying completely on OSAP because it's like a good and a bad thing. And also just generally, like if you can pay for as much of like college and university by yourself, the better. Save. Oh my god. If you have a part-time, if you were lucky to get a part-time job when you were actually in grade 10, save your fucking money.
Like, I know y'all really want that shit from Sephora, but like, you need to save your money.
The last pro of staying home is you're just kind of more at ease. Like with all the extra time, you have to like figure yourself out and do what you want to do. It's just kind of like, okay, I can relax. It's fine, I don't have to worry about school.
Do your meditation, your masturbation, whatever it is you do to relax.
You have all this free time and you're more at ease with life. With that being said,
there are a few cons.
The first con of staying home is if you adjust too much to staying home, you may never go back to school. And like I was saying earlier, with like hearing from your parents and teachers and stuff, like if you take a year off, you will never go back. Like there are people out there like that. If you don't go to college, you may never go. It's gonna be 10 times harder when you go back to school.
Or even worse, if you do decide to go back to school, you might miss being home so much and you might just eventually decide, I don't want to be here and drop out.
The next con is filling out applications by yourself. Now, if you apply for college or university when you are in grade 12, you have help from
your guidance department.
Yeah, guidance, teachers, schools, and stuff like that. You can get opinions from professionals who do this all the time.
And they know how to work the system.
Yeah, they know how to to get the wording just right on the OSAP applications. If you have to fill out if you have to do an essay or something.
So it doesn't sound like you're a stoner or something. They know how to make you sound like a straight A student, like you are the best person.
Yeah, and if you're at home doing that by yourself,
you're screwed.
Even with just parents, it can be really difficult. You take a year off, it's kind of like when you're in school, you have that constant reminder that you need to apply to university because all of your teachers are like, university,
hey, have you applied yet?
You kind of have that constant reminder, but if you're home, by yourself, doing your own thing, you're just kind of you
never think about it.
You miss the deadline and you're like, oh fuck, I didn't apply for college.
2 a.m. you're naked, with eating Cheetos, watching Netflix or something, and you're like, fuck, I didn't apply. Shit, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. And
I'm gonna die alone like that.
I'm gonna die alone.
That one Tumblr post that's like, don't lose your pen, because if you lose your pen, you can't write your exams.
And it goes all the way until eventually you'll die. And it's like,
fail your class. Don't get an education. Don't get an education. Don't get a job. Don't get a job. No food. No food.
No education. No money. No money. No food. Food starvation. Starvation. You die. Don't lose your pen or you will die.
Okay, another con, really, really big. Watching all of your friends in college and university with all of their new friends, and you're just kind of like, wow, I'm still stuck in this shit. And for me, especially because most of my friends were in cadets and they've all gone on to university, I'm just kind of like, wow, I'm still stuck with the same people. People who talk shit about each other and guys who try to get in my pants.
It's fine.
They know who he is.
They know who he is.
But they don't know him by his real name. Watching your friends being in college and university and you just chilling here, okay, everyone's already moved on with their life and I'm still involved in high school shit.
But we still love you anyway, Katie.
Anyway, yeah.
Screw you for making bad life decisions while I'm away. But I still love you.
I regret my life. Next con about staying home is rent/bills/ moving out/ whatever. It's probably a bit different if you actually take a victory lap and you go back to school for a year or a semester.
Because you're still in school.
Yeah, because you're still in school. But some parents will make you pay rent, they'll make you actually move out. They'll make you start paying the bills, you have to start paying for the internet and your own phone bill and stuff like that. Make you actually get a full-time job or a part-time job, and it's just kind of really stressful. That, and if you live on your own, and if you have to move out by yourself, you have rent. Rent and bills are stressful because if you don't pay them on time, you get into bad credit and you get into debt, and if you have bad credit, you can't buy a house when you're older. Just fuck up. Anyways, that's all of the pros and cons that we came up with. If you guys have any more, leave them in the comments below. Hit us up on Twitter, IG, whatever. Go hit Crystal up. Click the subscribe button. Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Subscribe to this bitch's channel.
Woo, all the things.
I will see y'all in my next video. Bye! You zoomed in! Yes, bitch! Crystal promo. I don't low-key as fuck, I do it again. Like, there are no strings attached. I was like, fuck you mean you do it again? Like,
what?
Finland. Oh my god, it's like, sorry, it's like a cross. I had,
what did you just do that in my face for?
Because that's the flag. The flag is literally like a blue cross. Like, it's literally a blue cross.
Can you just edit a picture of the flag right here and then us just going, I think it's this one? Scene.
And scene.